Amira, I was beginning to wonder if you were ever going to call again. What's up? Before I forget, great work on the national water case. I am. And I also know you ran an errand for Tiger Lily.
Rupert, I'm calling to tell you that I want to get involved in the Philip case full-time.
I keep to my neck of the woods and she to hers. It's an unwritten agreement that not only ensures both our longevities, but also keeps things civil. I like to avoid awkward greetings at events we both attend. You know what I mean? Anyway, listen. We need to speak with an important contact, an acquaintance of Philip, and someone familiar with the group that planned the whole thing.
Perfect. Where do we meet?
There's a wine bar I frequent. Low-key, the kind of place that's appropriate for these kinds of things. It's called The White Mare, near Bugis. See you there. Amira, over here. Glad you could make it. This is Lawrence. He and Philip were both involved with our shadowy group.
Lawrence, hi.
Let's skip the intros. I want this to be over as soon as possible, if you don't mind.
I understand. Did you know Philip well?
Not really. I only met him once. We were both invited to a meeting, a sort of orientation session, I suppose. We're called the Lupercalia. We don't know more than one or two people from the group, usually our handlers. Quite secret. I was paid to do my part to steal the money from Philip's company. Philip opened the doors, a matter of speaking. I was a runner. I arranged the flights, drove people around. You others did other stuff, like bringing the companies into the network.
This group, the Lupercalia, are they based here in Singapore?
I don't know, but I don't think so. We heard of other members in London waiting for Philip, but we never got to meet anyone outside our local group. They recruit their members by referral. You get nominated by a current member. You get in touch, and they give you some sort of challenge.
What kind of challenge?
It's like some sort of test. Suppose they want to weed out the idiots. The answer to the test was a set of GPS coordinates, the time and the date. I met a member there, and I was in.
Well, that's fun. If I wasn't tasked with taking this group down, I'm sure they would have been right up my alley.
I need to get in. Can I get a referral?
They've gone sort of silent since the whole Philip thing. But yeah, you can get in touch with my handler. But only with a guarantee for my safety.
In a word, yes. Help us out, and I'll make sure we've got people watching your back.
I'm gonna need some sort of financial assurance as well. I mean, if we get found out, we're gonna have to make a run for it.
Yes, but don't push your luck. You'll get something, and you'll take it.
Please use these contact details. I'll need to assume an alias. The minute they figure out who I really am, we'll never hear from them again.
Charlene Eng. Right, you got it. Fine. Wait for my message.
Fine. Keep me in the loop.
Charlene Eng? I'm at a disadvantage. You are? Ari, a recruiter and servant of the great cause we call the Lupercalia. Tell me something. You know nothing about us. Why did you choose to reach out? I don't know. I guess I needed a great cause, as you put it. I know exactly what you mean. A higher calling gives meaning to our lives, distracts us from the fires burning all around. I won't mince words. the Lupercalia does things authorities would undoubtedly deem criminal. But our purpose is pure: the restoration of heritage and the return of powerful objects of culture and identity back to the people they belong to.
I don't follow.
We're thieves with an important agenda, Amira. We steal from the rich to give back to the downtrodden. But I'm not just talking about money. Our main purpose for being is to steal the most priceless historical artifacts and works of art from private collectors all over the world. Then, we return them to their rightful homes.
An international thief syndicate.
Yes, I suppose.
Yes, I'm eager to learn more.
Good. An associate will get in touch soon. He'll arrange a meeting and fill you in on the next steps. Excellent work, by the way. I hope you'll eventually join us, Miss Eng.
Listen, why don't you come over? I'll let you know how and where we go from here.
Okay, I'll be over as soon as I can.
Amira, thank you for coming. Perfect timing, too. We have to go. Lucas is at the Great Abode. He went to pick up some things his father left him. His sister, Ariel, will be there. She's most likely the successor to her father as the head of the temple. She and Lucas don't get along. It'll be sensational. Let's go.
Oh dear. Okay, lead the way.
Hello, and welcome to the Great Abode, the heart and home of the Temple of the Self. Here, all are welcome. No matter your race, creed, past faults and imperfections, you are all my brothers and sisters. If you would like to learn more about the Temple of the Self and how we can help you find meaning in your existence, please approach our welcome desk at any time, 24 hours a day. If you would like to book a learning session, you may approach the events terminals. Or if you'd simply like to take a look around, please feel free to do so. This is your home too. Thank you for coming. Bless you. May the Creator keep you and shine His light everlasting upon you. And may you find peace.
Easy for you to say. You've got an eternity of peace to look forward to. As for your progeny, well, let's see for ourselves. Let's keep going.
And I won't hesitate to take legal action.
Legal action for what? I'm here to collect what is rightfully mine. As per our father's will, I'm within my rights.
The trinkets might be yours, but this entire temple and its premises is private property. My property, to be exact. And you can't just walk in here unannounced.
Well, I'm here. And it appears so is my team. We'll be collecting all the items listed in the will, and then we'll be out of your hair.
I hope you aren't having too hard a time, Lucas. Caleb would be quite upset to see you both arguing, especially when it's over things that he rightfully left you.
Well, I see you still hang around that glorified massage parlor, Lucas. How wholesome. And how is the proprietress of such a fine establishment doing? Hands full?
I do well enough. And how are you, Ariel? How's your holy pyramid scheme going? Tell me, does the Creator now accept cryptocurrency?
You know, if we weren't in my father's office, or in a holy place for that matter, I'd slap that cheap lipstick right off your mouth.
This is Rouge Lateau, my dear. You'll need a fistful or two from one of your donation boxes to afford it.
Whoa, steady, ladies. We're here to help Lucas. Keep the claws tucked.
And who is this? One of your new girls, Lily? Does she have proper documentation?
That's enough. Glad you're here, Amira. I actually need your help once again. See these objects on my father's table? They're very valuable historical artifacts. Just a few of the things in my father's personal collection.
Very valuable is correct. I take good care of those, Lucas. Might pay for your children's college tuition one day.
These are of exceptional importance to their respective cultures. It would be a shame, like my father, I kept it to myself. So I'd like you to find out where they came from and donate them to their respective museums where they belong.
You can't be serious, Lucas. Do you have any idea how much they cost?
A lot, I'm sure. But I don't want them. I don't want the money either. Something you and Dad could never seem to come to grips with. It will, however, pay for Amira's time and efforts.
If you can't appreciate them, leave them to me and the temple.
Take them, Amira. Send them home. And keep me updated.
You are an absolute fool, Lucas. You always were.
Maybe. But I was never Dad's fool. Which is more than I can say for you.
Take your little toys and get out of my temple. Have a good life, Lucas.
That was oddly satisfying.
Yes, it was. But we've got a lot left to do if we're going to turn the vestiges of my father's life into good deeds. Real good deeds. Amira, the items are yours. Please, try not to take too long. You get paid for every item delivered, but please be done in a week's time. Good.
Thank you. I'll give Lily a call once I've made headway. I've returned all the items.
You never cease to amaze me, Detective. I'm sending you the money along with a bonus from Lucas.
Appreciate it. I traveled from one corner of the world to another, you know.
I'm sure you did. Great work. Wait for my call. I'm sure we'll hear back from Lucas soon.
Thanks, Lily. I'll be waiting on you. Mr. Iyer, I trust the Ministry of Trade and Industry is treating you well. Is now a good time?
Amira, come in. Thank you for sparing the time, a most precious resource. There's something important I wanted to share with you. The result of over a year's worth of...
Snooping around?
I rather hoped the technical term was investigating, but you are the expert. Let me ask you something. Who owns the MRT system, New Power, Singapore Roads and Tolls, and our good friends, National Water?
I do enjoy a pop quiz. All I know is that they were all bought out by a bunch of companies during the deregulation. I couldn't tell you who.
2 years ago, yes. Government services were snapped up by private companies and investors, like lions fighting for a bite of the kill. No oversights, no checks and balances. A Shanghai-based company called the Wu Wang Group. They own the largest stakes in these companies out of all the shareholders.
Never heard of them.
Their growth has been only recent and rapid.
Benign or malignant?
That's what we need to find out. They haven't invited publicity, which has me wondering what their intentions are. I have nothing on them, at least not yet. But where there's smoke, there's fire, right? The money used in the bribes is coming from somewhere, and I've got a hunch Wu Wang is involved.
What's the end goal? Proof that Wu Wang is involved in the bribery of government officials?
Ultimately, yes. Exposing Wu Wang's link to the scandals is a step in the right direction.
Okay, where do we start? What have your investigations dug up?
I've got a list of people that I think know something. One of them works at the Transportation Authority. His name is Gilbert Ma, middle management type. I don't want to spook him. You want to catch the prey? You've got to think like the lion. Let's send him a little gift. A mutual acquaintance has informed me Mr. Ma is a wine connoisseur. He visits a bar in the area, just across the street from his building. Perhaps you can convince the barman to point you in the right direction?
All right, I'll start with the bar.
If I unearth anything new, I'll keep you updated.
Who does someone have to bribe to get service around here? I'm fairly certain that is not my flying. Very good, Amira. What can I say? I have friends in strategic places.
I'm sure whatever you were doing behind there doesn't involve making a mean. It makes a change, me catching you doing something you shouldn't. Oh, honestly, one bribes a few officials and mistakenly has a whistleblower killed, and everyone thinks you're a scheming murderer. Hardly seems fair. I am only one of those things. No time for niceties anymore. I'm here because I wish to see you. I need you to do something for me, Amira. Oh, honestly, Amira, if you'd just pause for breath. That engineer that ended up dead, Carl Penn, I need you to investigate who killed him. I know that's what you think. That's what everyone thinks. That's what I thought. But I only wanted him scared. He wasn't meant to die. Climbing the corporate ladder is one thing. Taking a life is quite another. I might be involved in bribes, but I'm not a murderer.
Amira, good to see you. I thought you'd be here sooner.
I got caught up.
Bad traffic?
Transport had something to do with it. I hadn't expected to be mildly held hostage by an inebriated government official waxing lyrical about the philosophy behind transportation. I had no idea it was possible to get a hangover through osmosis.
Please tell me you have good news, Amira. Well, as good as news can be when the world has gone to the dogs.
I am pleased to report Gilbert was quite forthcoming about the whole thing. I get the feeling he's feeling a little left out. Fancies himself a corporate criminal.
Should we be worried?
Let's just hope he associates corporate crimes with that horrendous headache he has on the horizon. The good news is, he singled out a person named Xu Enling. Could be our way into Wuwang Group.
Excellent. Great work, Amira.
You'll be pleased to hear I even have the name of the transport official being bribed by Wuwang. The flashy type, apparently.
Oh, good. They're the easiest sort to track down and make a charge stick.
Name's Ray Lam.
Excellent. If I follow the paper trail, I should have enough to get a search warrant. Listen, I know you don't do this for the money, but bills have still got to be paid. I'll wire across payment for a job well done. Truly excellent work, Amira. Xu Enling. It sounds like Xu Enling might be our foot in the door.
Kieran, do you ever wonder whether we rely too much on machines to keep the wheels of society turning?
Thank you, Amira Darma. I will now. A question to haunt my dreams.